Hello.
Well, what are you doing? Do you want up here or not? That's a tasty beverage.
Yes, it is.
That is a tasty beverage.
Yep. No big deal.
That's a mighty fine tasty beverage. See, that's why I like to try to stir these fucking things, because the tequila's like right on top.
Yeah.
See that?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine trying to stir it. It's my failed attempt to mix it.
Mm.
Hello. Alright. We missed 2 weeks of podcasting. No thanks to Craig. And his dumbass projects.
Yes, sirree, boy.
I should call them dumbass projects, but fucking hell, man.
Hell on earth.
I'll tell you what, I'm done. I'm done with major projects. The next major project we do, which is probably going to be a fence at the rental house, we're hiring out. We're hiring somebody.
Well, decide that your neighbor, the landlord should be responsible for it.
The people with the wooden fence own their house. Those guys own the house. They're not going to replace that fence. It's too expensive.
What's their responsibility? They have to.
Doesn't matter. The young owners, what are you going to do? You can't expect them to.
No.
So that's why I'm just going to get somebody to come up and put up a new fence. Butt it up
right around?
Yep. I'm just going to butt it up against their fence. And I want to do it all the way around. But we're gonna the first thing we have to do is get a tree service in there and cut out all them fucking trees back there.
All the trees?
Cut all those trees out back there. Get rid of that shed. Completely just clean it up back there.
Yeah, that cherry tree is dead.
Yeah, and the cherry tree's gotta be
dead.
Yeah. All that stuff's gotta be dug out, and then we'll go as far back as we feel is necessary with the back end, with the fence, and then along this side here where the chain link is, we'll put a fence there, and the only way I will do that is if we sell the fucking thing. I'm so done with dealing with this house, and dealing with renters and. I don't know.
How's your renters now? How are they?
I don't know. I have no idea. They just moved in, and they're a young couple, and I don't exactly have a whole lot of faith in them, so...
They keeping the lawn up and stuff?
Yeah, sort of, I guess. As best as it's gonna get, I guess. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I don't know. Alright, so 2 weeks. 2 weeks gone by, not a whole lot has happened. We've
been working on that house.
Yeah, dealing with the wall.
Yeah.
Got all that dirt dug out, and then of course Craig gets to a point where he's doing so well and he almost has it finished. He's like, oh, let's go ahead and dig out the front. And then what happens? They fucking cut the damn gas line.
Well, that was freaky, man.
Yeah, cut right into the damn gas line, and then leaves it to me to talk to the gas people and explain to them why we have a cut gas line. I'm the one that ends up having to deal with that.
Jaron freaked out, boy.
Well, as he should.
Yeah, he was freaking. I felt sorry for him.
Jaron's doing a good job over there.
Yeah, he has. Damn good job.
He's matured so much in the last year or so. He's just... I hope Creighton takes him because I know he's worried about that.
How soon will you know?
He sent me a screenshot of them accepting his application, like it's everything submitted. Everything that they require to him has been submitted.
Right.
But UNL, the GPA at UNL is going to affect him.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, because and I told him, I said, I guarantee you they're going to know that you went to UNL. And they did. So they had to see his GPA, and his GPA was not good because he didn't do anything for that year that he was there.
Right.
So his GPA is bad.
Yeah.
So... But with his efforts of going to community college and showing that he's willing to take it seriously now, they might. I'm sure there's. I mean, this is not like the first time somebody's ever had this happen to him. So I'm sure there's a way to around that problem if somebody's showing effort that they're doing a good job.
Right.
I really do like these Coronas with the tequila in
Cool,
them,
man. I like them too.
and the grenadine.
Yeah.
'Tis tasty. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. It's delicious. Cut the gas line. But, yeah, we still got some more yard work to do over there. And because we keep
that yard's bad shape, man.
Yeah, I know.
Falling down trees. And
yeah, I got to get the chainsaw back there and start cutting things up and getting it cleaned up. So that's going to take a weekend. So I'm wondering if my next weekend off, how far Craig will be on my next weekend off, because I'll have a Sunday off to get over there and just do it.
We should put this. When's it going to work on again? Saturday or Sunday?
I have no idea.
Well, if we get a good day in, we'll be able to put. We only got half the layer we finished. We stopped at. We were 3/4 of the way. We were probably 7 or 8 to finish that level off there, and then he's going to go one more layer, brick layer, one more. Then he's going to put the caps on. So we probably won't be able to get to the caps. We might be able to finish the one side we didn't finish the other day, and plus one more row. And then later on you get the caps.
Yeah, it's not going to take him long to get it done, but then
no.
Got to figure out what we're going to do about all that extra dirt.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking. Because I don't know how much you need here at your house, you know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
And the guy next door, I don't know how much he's going to take. I can't see him taking a whole lot.
Well, he doesn't have a very big yard, so.
Yeah, and I don't know what the fuck he's going to do. Again, because there's going to be a lot of dirt left.
We'll just have to haul it somewhere, I guess. If we have extra.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But it's going to look good when it's done.
Yeah, it is.
And then it's getting... So then, like, it's getting super busy at the airport. Last night we ended up with a freaking fight. Started in Atlanta and then ended up down here in Omaha. Dealt with that. People are starting to get really just...
People are tired of damn masks, man.
Well, I get. Well, they instead of fighting us on it or fighting other people on it, how about fighting Biden on it or the TSA? TSA is the one that did it, and it's not the airline's fault. The airline's just following the rules that they have to follow. It's like any restaurant and whatnot. They have to follow the health codes. It's the same thing. They have to follow the rules, and just wear the stupid fucking mask. Just wear the stupid mask until.
I think you should wear it on a plane.
I'm a rule follower. Just follow the damn rules.
I think it's important because I don't care how much that recirculated air goes. I just don't trust it. There's no telling.
Well, and they got the rotavirus, or what the hell is it?
Variant.
The Delta variant.
Yeah,
Delta
variant.
It?
Yeah.
Why do they call it the Delta variant?
I have no idea.
I don't know either. But yeah, from what I understand, it's actually affecting the younger generation now.
Right. That's why Biden's pushing to get these kids vaccinated.
And this is another thing. I don't understand how the majority of the population doesn't get how the vaccine works. It's like the flu vaccine.
Right.
You get the damn shot to lessen the symptoms.
Right.
Doesn't mean you're not going to get it. You can still get
just like
COVID.
All those Democrats that left Austin and went to D.C., every one of them had their shots. But there's six.
They all ended up getting it.
And six of them come down with the variant.
Yeah. But the thing is that it's just like the flu shot. You could still get the flu.
Right.
It's just going to lessen your symptoms.
Right.
So that it helps you fight it off.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all this freaking... That's all the vaccine does. And it's going to be yearly now. Where we're going to have to take the...
It should be. They had both. I'm kind of find out. I'm going to try to... September and October, I'm going to look to my doctor to see if they have booster shots.
Yeah, I just don't understand it. It's like... I just don't understand how people think that the vaccine gets rid of and it keeps you from getting the coronavirus. It doesn't. It just lessens the symptoms and makes it tolerable,
right.
And you don't die.
Right.
That's it. That's all. That's all it does, and it drives me fucking bonkers when I hear people on TikTok and everywhere else going, "I thought that the so and so got COVID. The Democrats got COVID. How did they, if they were vaccinated? Then because you can still get it, numbnuts. This is fucking stupid. Makes it. I don't know. It's just stupid.
You know, I have to say, when I grew up, when I was a teenager, you know, I didn't have to worry about none of that bullshit. You know.
Oh, neither did I.
Yeah, you didn't either. I mean, even I grew up pretty much in Bakersfield, California, and you know, I got the shingles when I was a kid. That's the worst. I got the measles and stuff like that. But I grew up in a pretty good time. I mean, everything was.
Well, I thought I did too in the 80s in California.
Yeah,
It was
everything was.
California was
cool
fucking awesome in the 80s.
It was, man.
I don't remember. I remember growing up as a liberal, and liberal was a good thing. Like, being a liberal was a good thing. Like, there was no divided Republican Democrat.
Right.
It was, you know, I don't know. It's like, I'm just a rule follower, but I'm also like, you know, stop fucking judging people for what they do.
Right.
And I blame social media. Social media is what's caused a big part of this, because everybody just relies on social media for their truth, and it's just
they're glued to the TV stations.
Oh yeah, no, it's not just that. It's social media, Dad.
Yeah.
It's all the social media outlets. It's like because one person says it, oh, it's got to be true, and that's not the case.
Yeah.
How about having an opinion for yourself? How about thinking for yourself?
Right.
And stop believing in what everybody else says.
Right.
You know.
I wouldn't go back to California for nothing.
No, I want to go back to visit Shannon, but that's
just
it.
Visit, yeah.
Which I feel absolutely horrible about because Shannon's son is in the hospital. And, I mean, he's healing and he's doing well.
Is he doing well?
Yeah, he's doing pretty good, but he's having, like, these moments where he doesn't remember people, but then he does, and it's really, really sad, and I fucking hate that I can't be out there right now. But hopefully I can go out there here soon and visit them, and...
I'd like to go.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to just at least spend a weekend out there, you know? And just go out there and just see how they're doing. I mean, I do miss some of the people that are still out there. But, yeah, then they started this whole fucking mask mandate all over again.
Yeah?
Like, now there's another mask mandate in California.
Right.
And this fucking Newman guy, he's trying to get himself, out of the governor's seat because they're going to end up voting his ass out. I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, we obviously don't live there anymore, so we don't get the whole thought process. I mean, it is a different world out there. I mean, moving from California to Nebraska was a huge culture shock for all of us. And now that we've been here for so long, we've now adapted to the way how Nebraska is and the living and the thought process and whatnot. And, I mean, we've been away from California for so long, we just don't have the same way of thinking anymore.
Right.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead and answer.
Hello.
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
I'm just leaving now.
What were you doing?
Contract negotiation.
Yeah, that's what I figured. How well?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah. How well did it go?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Are the Teamsters kicking ass?
It's all about language right now.
Yeah.
I fall asleep at the end.
You fell asleep at the end?
I was starting to, because even the head guy goes, "Hey man, we appreciate you guys running your route this morning. We couldn't cover them."
Well, that's nice.
Hey.
Yeah.
We have training at 6:30. Tell your dad. I forgot.
Tonight?
Yep. You want to go?
Hell no, I don't want to go. Got enough fucking training to deal with on my end. I sure as hell don't want to do any training on that too. I'm gonna spank you.
You never asked me to go training with you. I'm just saying.
You don't want to go to training with me. I work with a bunch of assholes.
Yes, I do.
No, I do. I work with a bunch of assholes.
No, I said I want to go. I'll tell them what time it is.
Yeah, whatever.
How long's that meeting for?
How long's the meeting for, babe?
17 hours straight.
17 hours straight,
Oh,
Dad.
shit.
You can do
I'm
it.
not going.
You can do it. You can do it, Dad.
No way, man.
17 hours. You got this.
Fuck that.
I'd get for like 2 hours or hour and a half or something.
All right.
What is it on?
It's on tourniquets.
Tourniquets.
Oh, on tourniquets?
Yeah.
Well, I could train you on tourniquets.
Can you give us a certificate?
No, I can't give you a certificate.
Actually, I should have just had you train us and not worry about it. We were supposed to be done at 4 today, but we kept arguing about language and the contract and stuff.
Figures. That figures. Disgusting.
And I'm just trying to learn. Just trying to learn, too. I'm sitting back making some... I made a few mistakes. I think when I was supposed to zag, but they just... Then we have our little meeting, they say, hey, don't do that. I was like, oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
It's just interesting, though, you know. We're in negotiation. It's just interesting. The whole thing is just interesting. You know, how they say stuff, how you have to be careful in wording stuff, and that's, you know.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting on how it works. Oh, shit. I am fucking tired.
I know, I slept a little too long today, too.
You needed it. That's okay. And I fucking took the wrong way again.
What do you mean you took the wrong way?
Remember how I took the right on 84th Street? 84th Street's closed.
Oh, yeah. They keep posting 84th Street's all freaking jacked up.
I fucking didn't take it. I'm wondering if I should just turn around or stay in this line.
Well, how long are you going to
No,
be?
right. Once we got, we just stopped. I wasn't going for a good now to stop, but we got to the highway, we were fine on 72nd.
Why is it, the off-ramp to 84 is closed?
Yeah, so then I took F Street.
Oh.
And everybody else took F Street too, because of idiots like me. I should have remembered it. If I take it tomorrow, I'm riding. Well, how'd your night go?
Good. Why don't you come home and talk to me?
I'm waiting in line because I took a
Oh.
wrong turn.
Oh, I see. Went good. It went good. I think they're gonna offer me a card to work a card. So
What's a card?
I'll explain it here in a minute.
Oh.
It's basically like a shift, but for it's how the shifts work out there. And they're like, okay, so one card works these days, and then another card works these days. So that way they get all the shifts covered.
Right.
And because I didn't get the full-time spot this time, if they give me a card, that means that I can be done with full-time law enforcement. You know, get out of the police department.
So a card guarantees you hours, basically?
Yeah, basically. So, like, let's say one card says you work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, off Friday, Saturday. Or Sunday, yeah. Or is it, it's like 4 or 5 on and 2 off or something like that is how it works. And so basically, or you'll have somebody that'll work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, then off Sunday, Monday, work. It's just like, yeah. It's how they guarantee that they've got people working. And I know that when they hired this guy to work full time, to fill in the full-time spot, they still have a card that needs to be filled.
Oh.
So that's why I'm thinking, and I mean, I could just be grasping at straws here. I could just be guessing. But I'm just, yeah, I am, which I am. I'm guessing that they're going to offer me a card, is what it is. But as a part-timer. So basically, I'm being guaranteed full-time hours, but as a part-timer until a full-time position comes open.
Yeah, that's the way they can retain someone to be in a full-time position as soon as one comes open.
Right. So, yeah, and then the chief and lieutenant were both just like, hang in there. We really want you here. We're really happy that you want to come here full-time. We really like having you here. You're a valued asset and whatnot, which is something I don't get from my current department. I don't get any of that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're too busy babying the people that have not pissed them off, and yeah, the second you piss somebody off in my department, it's like, forget about it. You're now shit to the administrators. So
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to happen, but I'll find out this weekend when I talk to the sergeant, because he was the one that was saying he was coming up with the idea of something, but he wanted to talk about it later, and so that I'm just taking from that and assuming that that's what they mean they're offering me. So, and that's fine. I mean, I'll come on there part-time working a card, and then I can work all these off-duty gigs to make up for that extra money, and then we can go from there.
Well,
If that's something you and I think that, I mean, if that's a good
you
idea.
gotta be happy.
I'm not happy.
Miserable.
I'm just not happy with my department right now. I am absolutely miserable, but I'm absolutely ecstatic every time I go to the airport. I mean, I fucking love working there now. I get along with everybody, and it's a good time, and it's not like real fucking police work. You're not dealing with reports every day and dealing with all the other happy horse shit that comes along with it. It's just too much. Which I never thought I would be that way. I was all gung-ho, and I just decided I'm done with it.
Well,
I want to do more. I want to do more, and I'm not getting that there. I just want to just do other things.
well, I don't know if you'll be able to get to do a whole lot more at the airport, though.
No, I'm not talking about just like at the airport. I mean other things like like the podcast and opening up our the store and just doing things that we want to do that's not what we've been doing. I mean, we only live once. We're only here put on this planet for very long, and that's it. Like after that, it's it. We're done.
Yeah.
And I want to do different things. So.
Yeah. All right, baby. I'll be home later in a little bit, and I'll be home to grab your dad, actually.
Well, hurry up. I want to see you.
All right, tell him to be ready.
All right, but I want to see you. Hurry up.
Okay, love you, bye.
All right, love you, bye.
What time is it? Right.
I think he said 6:30, didn't he?
6:30. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So, yeah. And then I know that they're still in the process of trying to legalize the Mary Jane. The Mary Jane. I kind of do, and I kind of don't want them to. Like, as far as, like, opening up a shop. If we could open up a shop, that would help, but I don't know. What are they saying in the news as far as legalizing the marijuana?
I'm saying he said it's going through Congress now. That's
You mean
all
the
they said.
Senate?
Yeah,
Or Congress?
It's Congress, I think.
Oh. I guess we'll find out. I know that they're dealing with a lot of the legal jargon in the bill. And they mentioned something about the bill's flawed. But, I mean, there's a lot of, like, research and stuff that's got to be done and
Right.
whatnot. So, I think we got a little ways yet before we get to that point. But I think I think this is huge compared to, from, the 60s. I mean, it was illegal in the 60s, right?
Huh?
It was illegal in the 60s,
Oh,
right?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've come a long way since they've criminalized it.
Vietnam, you can get it everywhere. I mean, it's everywhere.
Do they grow it there? How the fuck did they get it to
grew there.
Vietnam?
Yeah.
I mean, how did they get it to Vietnam? Who was the dealers, man? Who was the Mary Jane man?
They run around on little Cushman machines. You know the Cushman?
No.
It's like these things that run around out here in front of the house. This what are they called?
Like the ice cream man?
No. They're little small things like Cushman. They got four knobby tires. They're real small. You ever seen ones out
What
here?
the fuck are you talking about?
They're little cars. They're like beach buggies.
Oh, you're talking about the ATVs.
Yeah, but they've got 4 wheels to 3.
Right, yeah.
Right, and they're kind of like that.
Like the Gators.
Right, but then we call them Cushmans in Vietnam, and they had 4 tires, and they would run around. I had a midget for my dealer.
A midget?
A midget. He was a midget. I had a picture of him for years, and I can't find it anymore. It's just gone. But I took a picture of him. But that's how I'd get my dope. And I'd get heroin and stuff like that. Acid.
You actually took heroin, or you took
heroin, yeah.
How did you ingest the heroin?
When we smoked it on marijuana.
Oh, so they dipped it in they laced it with marijuana.
Laced it in marijuana. Yeah, smoke it. And then
what's the experience that you had by smoking?
All it's done to me is just it put me out for about 2 or 3 days.
Well, that's kind of dangerous, isn't it? Yeah. When you're like dealing with
like on guard duty. My first time I took it, a friend of mine from California, he was from California too, and I took it, and we was on guard duty. And that's bad. I mean,
well, yeah.
Yeah, sure. It was really bad on my part.
You're lucky to be alive.
Right. I did it one time on guard duty. I never did it again. So I'd always wait till I got back to the rear area, to the rear, my base camp, and that's when I took it then. And I used to drink a lot. They had different booze over there.
What kind of different booze did they have over there?
I don't know. Different Vietnamese booze. And they had Americans too. American booze. I used to take what you call that, bourbon, scotch. And I used to drink a lot. Yeah. But you had, on the base camp, and on their camp, the Vietnamese village, they had wires all the way around it, where you had to go through the front gate, and you had to have a pass to get in. And then you go in there, and they had clubs. They have like clubs, and they have like musicians and women singing, guys singing, impersonators like Elvis. And stuff like that.
And were they American impersonators or were they Vietnamese impersonators?
Vietnamese.
Were they any good?
Yeah, they're pretty good. One guy, he's had Elvis down to a fine art, man. He was good. And then you go to the bordellos and stuff, and but there I would never mess with that because I was always afraid of catching something.
You mean like hookers?
Yeah.
Diseases?
Yeah.
Did you ever catch anything while you were there?
Yes, I did.
What'd you catch?
I caught gonorrhea.
You caught gonorrhea?
Gonorrhea.
You nasty.
Couple shots in the ass, and I was fine.
How often did you take the laced marijuana while you were there? The heroin laced marijuana.
We come back from the field. We come back about every couple of months. So every couple of months is when I did it.
How did it make you feel though? You said it knocked you out.
It would make me feel good. Like I was strong, and it made me feel good.
Yeah, but didn't you say it knocked you out? It made you sleep?
Knocked me out for about 4 days.
And where was these vending machines you were talking about that had beer
That
in
was
them?
in basic. On a regular base, they had beer machines. You can go in there and they don't have any anymore.
Well, no, and I remember them having vending machines for like tobacco, like the bowling alley in Pismo Beach.
Right.
They had outside they had the freaking the cigarette vending machines.
Right.
And I mean, that's like crazy talk now.
Yeah.
But
Bars had them.
why would bars have are you talking about the beer vending machines?
I'm talking about the ones in the States. You know,
Yeah, but why would they have beer vending machines in a bar? Like,
not
isn't
a
that
bar
where...
arena, at the military base.
Oh,
They
well, you just
had-
said bars.
No, bars, they had cigarette machines.
Oh, that's what. That's
That's it.
okay. That's
Yeah.
what I thought you were saying. That's what I thought you were saying.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest, craziest, like, what's the one thing you think of that's like the most craziest thing you've ever thought of when dealing in Vietnam, like working in Vietnam? What was a crazy experience you had?
Crazy experience?
Yeah, the craziest
When I was
experience.
on acid.
Okay, you were on acid?
Yeah.
Okay, what happened when you were on acid?
I was sitting on the toilet and it melted.
It melted?
Yeah, it melted.
How much acid did you take?
I took a lot of acid.
I mean, that sounds like you took a lot of acid.
I did, yeah. I took a lot of acid. And I wound up, next morning, I was in the latrine, and they stink too. Oh, God, they stink. And I wound up on the floor, the dirt floor, that's when they woke me up, took me back to my barracks. And one time I took it, we went out to a bar, and like I told you, when you come back to the rear area, the whites would go here, the Spanish would go here, the blacks would go here. And
They would segregate themselves.
right, it was segregated. And we were at a bar, and it was black and white both. They were just like mixed in, black and white. And all of a sudden, a riot broke out, and everybody was hitting everybody. I mean, and I fucked up on acid. I just started swinging, man. I don't know who the fuck I hit. White, black, Spanish, I have no idea. And wound up got arrested, took me to the jail, and
You got arrested, Dad?
yeah, got arrested in Vietnam, and well on base. Yeah, and then my captain come down, got me out next morning. So I was a sergeant then. I was a forward observer, and I had to go back out. Right after that, I had to go back out to the field with my mechanized infantry unit.
So that's the craziest thing you've ever...
I got one thing. Let me tell you this. This is the story.
Okay.
I was at the base, on the village. I got into the village, went in, started drinking, got fucked up, and I come out, and I was going back to my barracks, and I was kind of halfway lit, I was smoking dope and stuff. I was kind of halfway feeling pretty good.
When you say smoking dope, you mean just marijuana or you mean laced marijuana?
No, just marijuana.
Okay.
And it started going. You had to go around the fence to get back to my barracks. And went down the fence, made a left, got about halfway, and there was a girl sitting on a fallen down tree, rolling a joint.
And when you say a girl, you mean like a Vietnamese girl?
Vietnamese girl, yeah,
Okay.
Vietnamese girl.
Okay.
Yeah. And she wasn't a prostitute either.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you say a girl, do you mean like a teenager or young
She's my age.
20s or...
Probably late teens.
Okay.
Late teens. By my age, I was only 19, probably 18 or 19 years old.
Okay.
And she's sitting on a log, rolling a joint. And I stopped and started talking to her, and she could understand me because she understand English pretty good. And she said, "Do you want to come in?" And I said, "Yeah." So she went over there, and they have like chain link fence to separate the village and stuff. So what happened, whatever, she cut the fence, it was already cut, and she lifted up the fence for me to come in. So I went in, and she had a bed set up outside, made out of ammo. You get ammo. Sometimes they make. So when they supply you, it's wood. You pull your rounds out, or you pull your artillery rounds out, whatever. And she made it all out of that. And I started smoking dope with her, and I got fucked up, boy. Woo.
Was it just marijuana or was it laced with something?
Just marijuana. And it was pretty good stuff, too. And we spent the night together.
Dad.
Did some nasty things, too.
You're a whore.
I was a fucking whore.
You're a whore.
Fucking right.
That's
I was bad.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's a story you haven't told yet.
Yeah.
Did you ever see her again?
No. Not one time. That was it. I've never seen her again. I went by there numerous times, but I never seen her again. That was like a one night thing, and it's something that's branded in my mind, and I'll never forget it. Yeah. So it. And when another was branded in my mind, you talking about the past, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I was. I don't know if I told this or not. I might have said it already. I was going through the jungle. It was APC, Armored Personnel Carrier, and tanks was in front of us. And on the APC, there's a 50 caliber in the front, and each side there's a 60 caliber. And there's seats in the back. We sit, and I was sitting there reading a Playboy magazine, and happened to look up, and all of a sudden RPG come in, wham! I hit that damn tank, fucking knocked it on its ass, boy. And we got caught in a horseshoe ambush. That's just like a horseshoe, and what happened, they closed in the ass end of it, where it's kind of round. And they got artillery, they got their positions all around us, and they're just firing at us in every direction. So what you do, APC, all you can do is just start firing, and firing down to the ground, hit the bunkers, and knock them out of the bunkers and stuff. And that went on for about maybe 20 minutes, but it felt like it was for 20 hours. It felt like. And it was done, and there was a sniper in a tree, and I had the 60 caliber, and he was shooting down and trying to hit my driver, and when I hit the 60 caliber, and I just pulled it down and just went up, all the way up the tree, until I hit him. He was
So he had a sniper up in the tree?
Yeah, and I 60 caliber, and I just went up the tree with 60 caliber and knocked him out of the tree with 60 caliber.
And you saw him fall?
Yeah. And I lost my rifle, my M16, and I couldn't find it. So the colonel was on our track. Somehow he got my rifle. And I knew it because I knew my serial number of it. And I looked at it, and I says, where'd you get that rifle at? Oh, got it down there in the APC. I said, let me see that thing. And I looked and see it was my serial number. I said, that's my fucking rifle. I told the colonel. He said, oh, okay, here, you can have that. So it was crazy that fucking day. And they started, on the tanks, a couple of brand new fucking tanks, brand new. And what happened, the Vietnamese were getting inside of them, pilfering around. And so we had our snipers started taking shots at them, knocking them down. And then they went, and the brand new fucking tanks, man, went and with the fucking, blew them up with C4 and stuff. Blew the tanks up. Because they didn't want the Vietnamese get them.
Yeah, but how many Vietnamese could possibly have been in or around those tanks that they couldn't?
There was quite a few.
Oh.
Not a lot of them. So, those things I remember. Plus the guy I told you about when I went down the bunker and they blew up and stuff.
Huh?
When them black guys had their music down there. That guy went down there.
Oh, yeah.
He always said that.
Yeah.
But those were the days. Even when I was over there, the worst could happen till you get the clap or gonorrhea and stuff. You didn't have to worry about things like thousands of people dying, like this COVID. Thousands and thousands of people dying. None of that stuff was around me. Even though I was in Vietnam.
No, it hasn't. I don't think it's been around any of us.
Man.
I think COVID is completely it's a game changer for everybody.
Right. I'm 70 years old. I didn't think that I could ever go through something like this.
I think a lot of people would say that.
I didn't think I'd make it. But yeah, I'm here, and I see this, you know, and
What would you think Mom would be? Mom would have been like, oh my God.
yeah.
I don't know what direction Mom would have even went.
I don't know either. All she would worry about is you kids and the grandkids catching it.
Well, and the thing is that, well, like Robert caught it, and his whole family caught it.
Yeah, his whole family caught it. Yeah.
And I mean, I do know a few people that died from it, which was absolutely crazy to me. I was surprised that Ed died from it. I was like,
yeah, I was shocked.
that like
there.
threw me. I was like, what the hell?
I was like right in the backyard, man. That's how I get home.
Yeah, I mean, I was like completely astounded that it killed him. I was like, I didn't think that he was even. I didn't think he was that sick of a person.
Right.
That COVID would have killed him, but it did.
Yeah.
It was a crazy deal. It's sad. Like I mean, you know, you break up with somebody, you forget about them, or you stop really caring. But then when you hear them die, it's like you don't want them to die. Right. I mean, it's horrible.
That's why I stayed at home. Didn't see nobody. Everybody kept away from me. You know, I had nothing to do with anybody.
Yeah.
It really scared me.
Yeah.
It really did.
Well, it got to the point where it was like, well, at first it took a while for it to hit Nebraska. And then when it finally did, and it started hitting the nursing homes here in town, it's like, holy shit, this is really hitting home here. Now we're seeing the reality of what everybody else around us has been seeing.
Right.
It's crazy. So, I don't know, we'll see what this Delta variant does. How damaging it is to people, I guess, I don't know.
It's supposed to be pretty. Well, they say that the vaccine will work against it.
Well, hopefully.
That's what they say.
We'll see, I guess. Mm-hmm. So what we got going on next month? We got... I know we got Malvern Manor next month.
Right.
It's going to be a good time. That's always fun.
What day?
The 24th. It's on a Tuesday. Because Craig's off the next day. And Barb and Chris are coming. And then Leah's going to come too. Because Leah has yet to come to these ghost hunts with us. She never... Well, she went to Villisca with us, but she never really saw anything. But I think Malvern Manor, I mean, if you're going to compare the two, I mean, you're definitely going to get something out of Malvern Manor than you are.
Right.
Villisca's bullshit. Villisca's absolute bullshit. I mean, I think people are, just for ratings, are just saying that they're getting shit out of it.
That's what the Axman is, right?
Yeah. I've been there so many times, and I haven't gotten shit out of that place. I mean, it's nice because of the history, but other than that, it's nothing too crazy. But we got some pretty good things out of Malvern Manor. So, what else?
I don't think I have anything going on at the VA. I'm pretty much caught up now.
I think everything's done.
Going on at the VA. Not until October. I got something in August, though, too. I forgot what it was. Something in August.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't have nothing.
Yeah, we got some changes coming up. It's just a matter of hurry up and wait kind of scenario going on right now.
Yeah.
I'd like to hopefully get the boat out a couple more times before we have to frickin' put it away. Another typical summer gone because we're doing projects and we're not doing anything.
Yep.
It's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Look at this.
We didn't have near the turnout I thought we'd have on 4th of July.
Well, yeah, but we don't take the boat out on the 4th of July anyway.
Yeah, right.
It's a fucking nightmare on the 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
It was the bumpiest I've ever seen. It was crazy. Mm-hmm. And most people just go out into the coves and just drink and party anyway, so it's like, why the fuck would I want to go over to Party Cove when I live in a cove?
Right.
It's just stupid. I don't know. To each his own, I guess.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do.
You just gotta do.
Yeah. Yeah. Word up. Alright, well, let's see. Yeah, 45 minutes in. That's been pretty much our going time right now.
Yeah.
About 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So, alright, well. We've got definitely more stuff coming up. I'm just not willing to disclose it right now. Eventually, we'll tell everybody what's going on and let you know what changes we've been making, and there's a lot of things coming up. I'm just ready to make a life change at this point, and 45 years old, going on 46, and we were only here, put on this planet for not very long, for a certain amount of time,
Right.
and do what you got to do to make yourself happy, and if you go so long, I mean, I've gone so long, I've got 21 years in law enforcement, just living a strict life, just scared to death of doing anything and whatnot, and I'm just tired of doing that. So
My goal is to live to 100.
that would be cool.
That's my goal.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have to steer away from eating horribly. Then
Yeah.
you can't. I mean, we can't eat biscuits and gravy and shit and expect to be living along healthy, live along and prosper. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're gonna have to live a stricter health style, right?
We need to get on something and stay to it.
Well, I tried doing that, but you guys keep steering away from it, going, I want this and I want that. Meh, meh, meh. Understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. All right. Well, like I said, we've missed the last 2 weeks. Not a whole lot's been going on. We've just been doing a lot of projects, and but we've got hopefully got a bunch of changes coming up here pretty soon. A lot of life changing, career changing events, and hopefully everybody's interested to hear about what we're doing. So until next week.
Next week.
Bye.
Bye.